Oh, hey everybody. I am back at a motel. I'm comfortable. It's nice and warm. Got my shoes kicked off, kicked back up here against the backboard of the bed, pillow behind me. Relaxing. Feels good. Uh, I'll wait till see if we get a few more people on here before I start getting into everything. I want to give a shout out to Miss Carol Burton. Happy birthday. Uh, awesome that your boys and your hubby made you some uh, big dinner and all that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Uh, a lot of this is just going to be a chit chat thing. Nothing new for news. Just they did announce the routes today. Uh, hey, Cindy, and we're gonna. I guess the convoy is going to run down uh, to the south a bit there, cut across on 40, down to 30, down to 20, down to 10, down to 5. Been that route before. Uh, Pretty neat how it counts down like that, huh? But as the farther south you get, the farther the lower it goes. But yeah, the biggest thing that's going on is I have been asked to go every which direction but loose. If I cut myself into quarters, a quarter of them want me to go to California. Another quarter wants me to go to Wisconsin. Another quarter wants me to go home and regroup. And another quarter of them wants me to stay here, hook up with these other convoys, and wait for them to come back. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I got to do a little bit of praying tonight and talk to the good Lord, find out what He wants me to do. Um, because I mean, I myself, I'm torn between two of them. One is going to Wisconsin, the other one is going to California. I do have a stepdaughter out in California, um, so it's not like it would be a big deal to go somewhere else. We're winning in in California so far, thanks to the convoy. Awesome, Tracy. That is awesome to hear. I heard at the meeting tonight that two of the bills have already been repealed because they heard they were coming. Now I say they because I don't know yet, and I've got about well, what, 24, 36, about 36, 38 hours or more to make up my mind. Um, I want to go to California with them, but I also want to go to Wisconsin. Um, the biggest problem I have with going to Wisconsin is we were never given enough time to get anything set up. Now, I received an email today uh, from somebody up in Wisconsin saying they've got offices up there and they would be willing to help us with anything we need. And that is greatly appreciated. I'm sorry I don't have my email in front of me. I don't want to say the name and have it wrong. So, but thank you for that. Wisconsin is not out of the question. We defeated employee mandates for vaccines. That is fantastic. That is awesome. Uh, that's a great win. That is a great win, and I'll have to let uh, Mike and Marcus know that in the morning when I get back over there. I know they knew about the other two bills being shot down, but that's even something new. So that's fantastic. Um, the thing I want to go, I really do. I want to go to Wisconsin. I want to make that stuff right. How many convicted cons are in the convoy? Couldn't tell you. Don't care. As long as they're patriotic and out there with us and fighting this fight, I don't care. I don't care how many of them have been convicted. Um, doesn't matter. I've been convicted one time in my life. It was for child support. That was all taken care of. It's all done. It's over with, and I go on with my life just like everybody else does. So, you know, uh, can they even vote? Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars, convoy, clowns. Hmm. Okay. Well, let me tell you this. I can vote in Missouri, and I've had a felony. So it depends on what state you're from, I guess. Because Missouri don't see a child support felony as a felony that is takes any of my rights away. So really don't know on there. But the thing about going to Wisconsin is we are 100% unprepared. We were not given time to prepare for this. Now it is possible that we could stay here, work with this other convoy. Uh, you know, check. You got that right, DC Dreamer. I'd take a con over a commie any day. You got that right. I'm actually gonna post that up because that was good. Um, but I'm not gonna quit this fight. I'm gonna keep going. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Um, I'm not gonna back out of this for just because plans that I had made got blown out of the water. Sometimes things happen. You just have to deal with it. And you know, um, the thing is, it's still very possible because I did talk to Mike about this afternoon that it's very possible that on the way back out here that we may come through Wisconsin. We may take the high northern route across 90 and come back down that way. It's really going to depend on the weather at that time up there, how it's looking. But, I mean, so Wisconsin, either way, is not out of the picture. And even if so, I would have time to organize stuff uh, if I did go out there with them to do something in Wisconsin on the way back with or without them. But I would have time to do it, time to get it organized. So I'm not going to say that I'm not going to Wisconsin right off the bat, but I'm not going to say I am. Uh, I know 3 days ago I got on here and told everybody that I was absolutely setting this up. We were going, but that very night I get basically a big kick in the butt saying that the convoy's leaving in 4 days, and uh, that pretty much blew what we were going to do out of the water. Hey, Kenna. Um, Thanks for posting those up, Kathy. I'll put that on the screen. If you guys have not filled out the job form, please go there and do so. It's that link that's across the screen. She's got it in the comments, and it will be the first link in my description down below. So make sure if you haven't done that job form, please get it done and do the same. Send it out to your friends and family. Get this thing signed. The more we can get in, the better. So, um, so in the next 36 hours or so, I've got to make a big decision. Like I said, I'm being pulled four different directions all at once. Everybody's trying to get me to do something different. Hey, August Bliss, how you doing? And you know, being pulled to do, like I said, they want me to go to California with them. They're enjoying me being along with them. I keep everybody occupied and talk to them and give them thoughts and suggestions, and I help them around there and stuff. So a lot of them want me to go to California with them. A lot of folks online here want me to go uh, to Wisconsin. A lot of them online here have suggested go home and regroup back to Missouri. And another quarter of them have said, stick around here, hook up with the Freedom Convoy, um, uh, and try to make plans from there and go forward. So just stay here until this convoy comes back. I like that, but I don't. Because, I mean, yeah, the Freedom Convoy, they're trying right now to get their 501c3. They're trying to get funding set up and all that kind of stuff to be just like this convoy so they can back it up, keep themselves going. So um, I got a hard decision to make here in the next few days. And August Bliss, thank you. The wife is actually going in tomorrow and getting a pain shot, which was already scheduled for her back. Which, thank God, I mean, she fell down last night. She gets to go over tomorrow and get a pain shot, so hopefully that will relieve a lot of her pain and get her back on her feet a little bit faster. I called her this evening. She was in taking a good hot shower or a good hot bath. We got a jacuzzi tub, and she was in there soaking, so we didn't talk much. I'll talk to her again in the morning. My puppy seems to be doing good so far. No more seizures or nothing since he did last night. Uh, the biggest thing is if something happens with Kim or my puppies or something like that, if I went with the People's Convoy towards California, if I had to, I could break off and just go home. I mean, it wouldn't be that far either direction from where we're at, and you know, the biggest part is getting to California, and then something happens. Then I'm 27-hour drive to get back home. But yeah, kind of 20 days for a round trip does give me plenty of time to get other things set up and organized. They're talking right now that it would be probably around the 8th before we got to California. Um, and then run up to Sacramento, do our thing up there for a bit, and then spin around and come back the northern route and come back here. So, you're probably right, about 20 days or so before we be back, or maybe even 30, might be a month. I would have to miss my appointment to get the rest of my teeth pulled out and get my new teeth, but as much as I really want them, I really want to do this fight. I want to continue this fight. I lived this long with what I got, and I can continue to go with what I got. It's not that big a deal. Oh, but I just thought this would be a nice time to get on here and just talk, get to know each other, spend a little bit of time with each other, see what you guys' thoughts were, your suggestions. Um, just just have a little round table chat. I've never done that on this channel. I'm not real good at it because I'm not for one for just sitting here and talking. So I got to keep thinking of things to say for y'all. Kenneth says, I'm working on another notice for the California legislature. Fantastic. And it's going to be in jot form too. Awesome. Awesome. We need more of that everywhere. Have 456 subscribers. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the time we go through Texas, I'll be with you. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Wayne. You're in Dallas, Fort Worth. Awesome. My previous wife, God rest her soul, has a twin sister that lives in Fort Worth down there, and I've spent quite a bit of time in that area. Let me tell you something about the subscribers. Go on to your laptop or your phone or whatever, and don't necessarily download StreamYard to your phone, because you can actually do it from the web browser. But there is an app out there, or it's not necessarily an app, but it's sort of like an app. It's called StreamYard, and that's what I'm using right now. When I started this, I had 11 subscribers 3.5 weeks ago. And of course, you know, at 11 subscribers, you're not supposed to be able to live stream. Well, if you get StreamYard, you can stream no matter what. So, and it's very easy to learn. I picked up on it within 12 hours. I was able to run it, no problem, and do a decent video. So, get yourself StreamYard, play with it a little bit before you get ready to go. And when we come by Texas, jump in with us, because you'll be ready to go. You'll be ready to do it. And that would also help you doing these live streams like this. Will bring your count up faster than anything, because people want to hear you. They want to see you live. They want to know who you are, what you're doing. I've never done this stuff before. I had 4 videos up on my YouTube that were very short little info things that, I mean, some of them weren't even like 20 or 30 seconds long, and I had a whole 11 subscribers that I can't even believe I had those, you know. And I mean, overnight I blew up just when I started talking on this StreamYard. So definitely get that StreamYard and get yourself accustomed to it. You'll be happy you did, and you can be right out here with us. The more people putting this information out, the better. Yeah, let's see. Dallas Fort Worth area covers a lot of territory. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's just like Minneapolis, St. Paul. 2 big cities all mashed in together. Well, that's sort of weird. I'm looking over my laptop over here. My chat is working just perfect, but the video is not playing at all. What is up with this? That's weird. Whatever. I thought it would be better to have this running. I could actually read the chat better on my laptop, but then I can't look at the phone and talk to you face to face. So, but I can. My phone actually has the chat running up alongside it too. That's what's nice about StreamYard too. You can watch your chat. You can set up your banners to put across your screen. Just like let's just reach up, hit a click, and boom! I got a ticker going across the bottom, where I can throw a banner up. You can brand your stuff. You can put backgrounds in. I built myself a intro video. You can put it in StreamYard and just click it when you start your video, and boom, you got your intro going. You'll love it, brother. You'll love it. So let's see. Happy birthday. What? I'm sorry, Shanna. I ain't getting that. Chubba cat. What the heck are you doing? I guess I'm either too old or too young to understand what you're talking about right there. But you know, I'm just really glad to have y'all here. I'm glad you're all supporting me, following me. Um, I hope to continue to bring you good, solid news about what's going on. As long as I'm still breathing, you'll be getting news from me. I don't know if I bumped my phone or what, but it looks like I'm a little lower in the picture. But you know, all you need is a talking head anyway, right? That, and I can sit here and I can watch TV over there at the same time. So, so where's everybody from? Chat it up. Where's everybody from? I'd like to Like to know where everybody's around from. I got you, Kenneth. I got you. Okay. Now I understand. North Carolina. I like North Carolina. That was one when Kim and I were looking at places to move to settle down for good. North Carolina was one of the three states on our list. We were looking at North Carolina, Texas, or Missouri, and we opted for Missouri in the long run. Got Massillon, Ohio, Corbin, Kentucky. I have friends, well, that used to live in Corbin, Kentucky many years ago. Uh, South Texas on the Gulf Coast. Whoo, you in a place to get them big hurricanes, Miss Cindy. Utah, we've got Utah. We know Miss Kenny. Kenna is from Texas, Washington State, Florida. Hey, we're rocking it here. Love it. Love it. We got the country covered right there. Delaney, or Delinda, I'm sorry, Delinda. Um, Delinda House. Man, your name sounds familiar. Are you originally from Michigan? Or do you have relatives up in Michigan? I grew up with some folks up there by the last name of House, and one of them was named Delinda. Do you support White Lives Matter? Let me tell you, I love supremacist. I love all lives. So to me, all lives matter. Don't matter if they're white, black, red, green, purple, yellow. I don't care what race, nationality is. And really, there are no races. Um, we are all children of God, and I don't discriminate. Just yeah, boy, yeah, discriminate against anybody. I don't know, Kenna. I don't know which two laws they were. They just brought the news up there. I have not had time to research it and find out which ones they were. I will look that up. My chat jumped too fast here. I used to love North Carolina, but Asheville area has turned into a live fest, and locals can't hardly afford to live here anymore. I truly believe that. I believe that. August Bliss. I have family in Kentucky, West Liberty. On my mom's side, my father's side, Rorks and Sailors. Yeah, Sailors. Okay, okay. I know where all those places are, but then again, after driving on the road for 37 years, you pretty much know where everything's at. I've been just about, I can't say everywhere, but just about everywhere in this country at one time or another. I actually have relatives out that way, I believe. Okay, okay. Well, that might be, never know. But I actually grew up with a bunch of them, like I said, out there in Michigan in my younger years. And then, I mean, as soon as I was old enough to emancipate myself, I moved to Indiana, and that's where I stayed for the next almost 20 years. After that, I've been to Kentucky. I've lived in Florida. I've lived in Colorado, um, Mississippi, Louisiana for just a little while, and finally settled down in Missouri. So, and Miss Kathy is putting up here. You guys might want to take a look at this. I'll put it up on the screen. If you come over to my Telegram channel, we are going to be doing giveaways. And now that's putting that banner right in my face, I guess. So I need to readjust here just a little bit and see if I can't scoot up. Uh, on my Telegram channel, I am going to be giving away some of the people's convoy hats. I've got a shirt. Um, if I stick with the convoy, then I will get some flags signed and we'll be giving those away. Excuse me. And Miss Kathy is a wonderful person that has a uh, resort of sorts for you to be able to win. She's look. We still haven't said whether it's going to be 3, 4, or 5 days or what it's going to be. We haven't. We've both been so busy we haven't had time to talk. But um, it's called Jupiter. Now I'm sorry, Kathy. Put that up there, Kathy. I am drawing a blank again, and I know what it's called. Um, I'm originally from Indiana, northeast part of the state around Del Cab. I know where you're from. Know where you're from. I was actually living in Elkhart, and actually, I my first house I ever bought was in Elkhart, and then most of the time I actually lived in a little town called Bristol. They're both over there, just east of South Bend. So let me see here. I'm going to hide that off. You're right, Wayne. If it can't be all lives, it's no lives. Because if everybody doesn't matter, nobody does. But yeah, it's a Jupiter holidays. That's Miss Kathy. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Uh, I had an H stuck in my head and nothing would come after it. But it's called Jupiter Holidays. I'm gonna put that on the screen. I'll kick on. Sorry, JupiterHolidays.com. You guys go take a look at it. What we're going to do is run about a 2 week thing. No matter where I end up going or staying or how I end up doing this, to help me raise funds. What she's going to do is give the winner 3 to 5 days. I'm not sure what it is, 3, 4, 5 days, whatever we decide, um, uh, at this resort or vacation home. Let's put that way, vacation home. Um, to the one that gets picked out of the hat. Now, Miss Kathy will be the one doing the picking, not me. It is her place. She's non-biased. There won't be anybody getting picked because she likes them better than somebody else. It's just we're not that way. So what it's going to be is when we start this, everybody that donates $20 or more during this time will get an entry into winning this uh, uh, vacation. Basically, it's a vacation weekend or vacation long weekend, however you want to look at it. And it'd be a way for you guys to also support me to continue on with my fight out here. Carol, did you get dinner after that peanut butter fudge? Yes, I went and got dinner first, and my fudge is sitting right over there on this other bed, waiting for me to get done with this live stream. And then I'm gonna have a big sugar fix, because I'm gonna eat it all. There's 5 big pieces over there. I'm gonna eat every bit of it. But I think that'd be a good way for everybody to have a chance at winning. It's not going to cost much. It gives everybody a chance to get in. I know we were talking at first about doing 10 spots at $100. Well, that puts a lot of people out, and I don't want to do that. Most everybody can handle $20. So when we start this up, we'll run it for about 2 weeks. Everybody's name will be put in the hat. And yeah, Miss Kathy's putting that on here. I'll put that on there. And that's what she's putting up. And Miss Kathy, are you wanting to start that now? How many days are we offering them? I can let everybody know. We can start whenever you're ready, darling. We just haven't had time to talk. So, I mean, we've both been so busy that we just haven't had time to get together on this. So, but that's what I put across the screen there is with what Miss Kathy is offering down there. You guys definitely go take a look at that website. This place is awesome. Uh, I almost feel like I wouldn't want to walk in a place like that because I'm just not that classy. I guess I'm an old truck driver. I mean, that's, but it's all good. All right, Miss Kathy, that's fine. I understand you got that class going over there on Telegram. I will stop in and talk to you after we get done with this for a little bit. Talk with you guys, and then I'm gonna enjoy my evening here in the motel. Let me get down there, but uh, so what do y'all think? That a good way to do some donations and get a chance to win um, a great vacation. And I think what I'm going to do, Miss Kathy says 5 days, 4 nights. How's that? 5 days and 4 nights for $20. I don't think y'all can beat that. Don't think y'all can beat that. But Miss Carol, you're exactly right. But there's one big difference between Canada and the United States. Uh, and that is that Canadian banking has been under a draconian rule for so long now that they had easy access to just jump in and take your money. They tried doing that in the United States where we have the Second Amendment. Oh, no, it ain't going to happen. People ain't taking our money. We work too hard for that. Miss Canna says, you'd be next door to Miss Kathy. Yeah, you would. Oh, and to throw in a bonus on that vacation home that she's got down there, she's offering for 5 days, 4 nights, is 15 minutes away from Mar-a-Lago with Donald Trump. So you could probably, if you got lucky, go over there and maybe get something signed there by the president or go see him face to face. Now, wouldn't that be awesome? The lady from Canada that spoke this morning was awesome. Yes, yes. I did see the video. I was not there. I was sleeping. And Miss Kathy says $20 donations starting tonight. So we will keep track of any and all donations starting tonight. Today is Tuesday. Let's run this for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, let me look at my calendar on here. 2 weeks from today. Okay, I got to move my calendar down. That is the 5th. We're looking at the 12th. We will run it through the 12th. So let's go ahead and run it to the 14th, and we will draw it on a Friday. We will draw it on the 15th. So, but yeah, you're exactly right about the. You're exactly right about the. Well, okay, what was I talking about here? I just lost it. The people being afraid. I mean, they raised 18 million in donations, and then people, I mean, they got their money back, but then they were afraid to send it back out again because they didn't know where it was going or if the bank was going to grab it or what was going to happen. So I've heard a lot of people in the convoy complain that they haven't received their super chats from last month. That I could not tell you. I don't get them yet. Excuse me. If you folks excuse me for a second, I got the heat on and it is blaring right now. I need to cool. I need to. Here yesterday I'm freezing. Today I'm too hot. I'm just gonna walk over here for a second and turn this heater down just a little bit. There, kicked off. All right. It don't have a per se thermostat on it. It's just got one of those little dials you twist around. And I didn't have it up very high. I didn't think, but obviously it was high enough. It's starting to cook me. But Miss Kenna, you're right. Yeah, go to jupiterholidays.com and look at that website. You guys, for $20, you look at what you're going to get. It is awesome. It's got a jacuzzi. It's got a pool. It's got 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, uh, 2 huge garages on the outside, and like I said, it's 15 minutes away from Mar-a-Lago. You can't beat that. But as for the others getting their super chats, that I have not heard anybody complain about. I can believe it. Uh, but I don't get the super chats yet. That's one of the things I asked in my last video, because there are several functions I don't get yet on YouTube, and it's partially because I don't have my 4,000 hours yet. So if anybody can, go to my playlist and at night just click it so it starts playing, turn the volume off, turn your screen down off, and just let the videos play in the background. Help my hours out, get my hours out up there. It not only gets me where I could actually get super chats, but it takes me to the next level with YouTube's algorithms and other features that I cannot access right now. So looks like a convection of griffins. I'm gonna perch right here. Have me a look see. Peace off. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Peace to you too. Hey. Uh but at least the People's Convoy did it right with their donations. It's going directly to them. There is no per se middleman taking money from them. Um, um, there's, they get their funds, but the Canadians made 18 million and everything got taken away from them. This convoy's made 1/10 of that. They made 1.8 million, and it's just about gone because people are scared to donate now. What they have to realize is this is set up way different. This isn't going through Give, Send, Go or GoFundMe or anything like that. This is going directly to them through a private financial firm that they hired, that put it in writing that they would never let the government touch their money. The money is the People's Convoy, and wasn't anybody, no matter what they said, going to get their hands on it besides the People's Convoy. Another gentleman there that's streaming, GWT 33, I think his name is. I could be a little off on that, but I know it's GWT something there. I'd have to look it up. But he went down there and did a video showing that the funds were all being paid for, how they were being paid for, how the receipts were being paid for, how that function worked to take away a lot of these people saying that, well, people aren't getting paid and people aren't getting their receipts paid back and all that kind of stuff. But now Rip to 33, that's another streamer. But no, I'm talking about GWT. He's an actual truck driver out there that is streaming also, and he will. He was the one that did the stream for that today. But yeah, thanks to Rip, we promoted each other today down there at the last meeting. He seemed like a pretty good guy. It's the first time I'd actually met him or seen him out there, to be truthful. I know he's spread out there, but I mean, we can't run into everybody. Everybody keeps going opposite directions. So, but yeah, he seemed like a pretty good guy, and all the streamers out there so far that I've run into are great people. Convocation is a gathering. Yeah. Ripped a lion. Oh. So, what do you all think about this? Is just my thoughts, but what do you think about, instead of what I had said 3 days ago on my stream about going to Wisconsin right away? What do you think about if I follow this convoy on out to California? That will give me and some other guys some time to actually plan this. Maybe I can even get, uh, Brian and Mike and Marcus to agree to go up into Wisconsin on the way back. And if not, on the way back, I can swing out if we've got everything organized and go up there and hit Wisconsin. So what do y'all think about that? Carol, I truly understand that. I'd rather give a cashier a check. I truly understand that. Um, but I will tell you this now, PayPal, I have never had a problem with PayPal, but I know plenty of people that have. But Cash App, I have never, ever once had a problem getting my money from them, ever. And I've never heard of anybody that has had a problem getting money out of their Cash App. Yeah, they are a conservative bank system. They do back everybody out here like that. So, but let me see here. And yeah, you said you don't trust any financial institution. I don't easy either. And you came over from Behizzy, Grace? Yeah, yeah. Behizzy's a good guy. He's funny. I like him. That young man's got a lot of knowledge on him. He does. I do enjoy watching his shows. Now, we have talked in a chat and we have talked in comments, but I've never actually got to call him and talk to him. I would love to. Uh, I'd love to get along with all those guys. I can't. I shouldn't even said his name on here because I could get shut down just for mentioning his name. But there's several others that I can't mention on here either. They're really good friends of mine that are out here doing the hard work every day of getting the real news out to people, and they've got really substantial followings. Um, just like Mr. Lumberjack Logic, they are a good crew, Liberty Line. They are a fantastic crew. Liberty Line knows exactly who I'm talking about. He's mod on most of their sites. And Liberty Line, I'm gonna look at your real quick. I'm looking at your little icon there to make sure when I go back in here that I put the right Liberty Line, because there was a whole bunch of them on there when I went to looking. But for some reason, YouTube is not letting me see my chat replays on my videos. They're my videos. I should be able to see the chat replays, and I'm not able to see them on there. So something's up there. Either that or they're having a glitch today, because I went to 3 different of my videos and I've got it the little box up there checked that says show chat replay, and nothing. I can't see any of them. I wanted to go back and read the comments from my last video, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah, there's a lot of imposters in there, huh? One of them, Liberty Lions, is a music group. One of them was some kind of college or something like that, and there was several others in there that had Liberty Line too. And it took me a little while. I'm pretty sure I got the right one, but actually, let me get this thing out of the way and look at your. Well, it's not showing me blue on here with the little gear, so I guess maybe I got the wrong one. But then again, let me go look at Kathy's back up here. Now, yep, Kathy's does show. So I got the imposter. I'm gonna have to go fix it. I'm the red skin suit guy. Okay, red skin suit guy. Let me see if I can. Bear with me. I'm gonna see if I can't fix this real quick and get him. I want this gentleman as a mod. He has been fantastic all over these groups with these guys. He does a good job of keeping the riffraff out. And let me see. I go share just real quick. channel. Customize. Okay, and I don't know what's going on around here, but my internet is absolute garbage. I can't get the internet from the motel. It says no internet. I can't get the internet off of my Wi-Fi hotspot. It says no internet. Somehow, though, I'm getting it off my phone. So I'm actually streaming off my data on my phone and using the internet off my phone to run my laptop at this time. Let's see, settings, community. Yeah, I got the wrong one there. Liberty Line, do me a favor. This makes this a whole lot easier. Send me your page link, whether you have one or not. Brad Barton from Tennessee. Carol, I have to say, sorry, no, I have not that I know of. I can't say that I have. Here to the ground, guys. This guy, no, this. Yeah. Okay. You're into some deep shit there, bud. I mean, you talk like you're into some real deep philosophical yeah. One more thing, is it philosophical? Yeah, ideas and stuff. Root dog. Let me see here. If you can send me over your link to your page, that's how I get you into my moderator thing here, and I can. Well, everybody says he's awesome, so I guess I'm gonna have to go look him up. Brad Barton. Okay. I will do that as soon as I can get let's see, is this here? Yeah, let's go there. Let's go here. 30. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, I just started all this stuff 3 weeks ago, or 3.5 weeks ago. So I am still learning this whole system. And let me get back up here. Okay. It looks like a big flag, redskin suit guy. Okay, let's see if I can find that here. That's not it. That's not it. They're hiding you from me because you ain't coming up. I'm getting a lot of it's showing you with lions all over the place, of course, but it's also showing you with Neil Johnson and I am getting absolutely nothing with your logo on this page at all with you typed in. Not one thing that looks like your logo. So I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, there you go. You just sent it to me there. Let me go back here to my supporter chat. You were all right. Where to go? Liberty Line, imposters. There. Doubt it. Oh, wait a minute. No, you're showing up there, but it's not showing up my chat over here. That ain't that something. Let me see. Okay. Channel UCY. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Okay, well, hopefully I can get back to this Liberty Line because it is not showing up in my chat on my computer. And that's probably another one of those little quirks that I can't do until I get 4,000 views. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I seen something here. Ah, ha. There you go, brother. You're a moderator. I got you. We're good. Thank you, sir. It's under the Little Talk Show with Brad. He's on Telegram. Okay. Okay. I'm on Telegram too. If you haven't, if you guys haven't come over to my Telegram, please do. I do put some stuff up there that I don't put here. As a matter of fact, the Dr. Malone video, I have a fantastic video of that entire thing. I was front stage right there in front of them. I got it posted up on my Telegram. It's a great great video to watch. Actually, I feel it's one of my best videos because it came out so crystal clear and the sound was great. And it took me days to get it up there because it was 7.08 gigs. But thanks to Mr. Neil Johnson, the Lumberjack Logic, he turned me on to some really cool software that compressed it down to like 1 gig, 1.7. And I was able to upload it last night and get it online. So because I couldn't stream it on here. Of course, they'd give me a strike and took me down, and I can't afford to do that yet. I'm just getting started. I can't afford to be taken off here yet. So, but it's not been streaming. Maybe they shut him down. Now, are you talking, Carol? Are you talking about? Let me get back to the comments on here. Oh, take that banner off there. Okay. Get back down here to the bottom. Now, Cindy says Brad Burton whines too much. His last Telegram post was like 2 weeks ago. Yes, now I see you showing up as a mod on my channel there, Liberty Line. Thank you so much. Everything's working good. I appreciate you saying you would do that for me. Help me keep the riffraff out of here, and because as this grows, you know they're going to come. So is he only on Telegram or is he on YouTube also? This Brad Burton. I do not believe I've ever heard of him. What's he talk about? Is he on this election integrity stuff or Brad Barton, not Burton? Okay, Brad Barton. And hi, Kathy. Appreciate you being out here listening and talking with us. He does lives on Facebook, but I don't do Facebook. Okay. I also do lives on Facebook. This one tonight is not on Facebook, but most of my videos, I think you'll enjoy. Okay. Where we go here? He does not. He lives on Facebook. DC Dreamer. I stream almost everything I've got to Facebook and YouTube all at the same time. And that's another thing I think you'll like about the StreamYard is it gives you the opportunity to stream to multiple locations all at once. But I didn't feel I needed this one on Facebook. This one was pretty much just for you guys. I was actually going to cancel my Facebook just days before I came out to this convoy, and I decided to keep it just for now until I am done and come back home. So Brad seems to have a lot of inside info. Okay. Yeah. Liberty Line, you know that, and I can't say his name on here, but his first initial is M and last part is D. For some reason, even with locals or any of those other groups or groups, yeah, social media places that he's on, I don't get any notifications for him at all, ever. And I mean, he's in all my list. The notifications are all turned on, and I get nothing for MD. I do for Mr. Can, the con, but you know, I get them for Mr. Hizzy, and I get them for, you know, I mean, Lumberjack Logic and The others that are still on here, I get them, but I do not get them for MD ever. I don't know why. If I go to a site, I'll see the stuff. The patriarch jury does not know what a mistake is. Well, yuck. They just need to look in a mirror, Reborn. All they need to do is look in a mirror and they'll see a mistake because their mother had them for the first place. They were born. There's the mistake. Okay, Brad does a lot of rallies with big name patriots. Awesome. Awesome. I will have to look him up and see if I can't connect with him because I want to, now that I'm getting used to this, now that I'm getting, more fluid with these live streams, feeling more comfortable with them. I want to start branching out a little farther to not only cover the convoy, but to bring you a good, solid news coverage. Um, as soon as it's okay, about like the other guys do, but of course on this channel, I can't say certain things. Uh, will have to do with code word and all that kind of stuff while we're here. We go over to Rumble, and I won't have to mess with all that. I can say what I want. And I am on Rumble too, guys. If you want to follow me on Rumble, every video I've done here is on Rumble. So if I ever disappear from here for some reason, go to Rumble. Look up Fitzcrafter. That's the same name. You'll find me. Because I am there. David Nino is good on YouTube. Is Brian coming back to DC? Brian is going to come back to the convoy, but what I got a feeling what's going to happen because I honestly don't know if he knew they were going to leave when he took off out of here. I don't actually know if he actually knew they were talking about taking off out of here. No, he may have, but I don't know. He did say he was coming back, but whether he's going to meet us here or if he's going to meet us out there now is going to be a different thing. And since he's going to be out running loads to make money, seems only logical that if he's made his money and can come out to where we're at, bring his truck with him, it seems logical to me that that's what he would do. But the logical thing for me is not always the logical thing for somebody else. So that much I don't really know. Uh, Callie seems like it needs help, but was a little spontaneous. Yes, you're correct. I think it was a little too spontaneous. I think everybody needed a little bit more notice about that than to just come out and say, okay, we're leaving. We're going to get back to California. Um, I was actually very livid about that when I heard it that night because I didn't go to the meeting. I really thought it was going to be a nothing burger because Brian had just left. I figured Mike getting up on the stage for the first time was just going to get up and announce what was going to happen the next day and that kind of stuff. And well, let me tell you, when everybody comes running to me and saying, damn, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I went out to find out what they were talking about. And I was livid because nobody gave any kind of notice of what was going on. But when I really sat back and thought about it, um, it made sense. But at very first, my first reaction was not good. But after talking with Mike and talking with Marcus and talking with the fellow convoyers out there, I felt uh, I felt a whole lot better about what's going on. Brian made a video today saying that he isn't going to convoy in California and he is coming back to DC to convoy with whoever is close to DC. Well, and that's fine because this convoy is coming back to DC and he could be here gathering up more to bring into this convoy. and make it bigger. The bigger, the stronger. The bigger we are, the stronger we are. The more people we got, the more pressure we can put on these on the the senators and the Congress and all this stuff. So actually, if that's what he said in that video, and I have not seen it, but if that's what he said, that is a very smart idea. I would agree with that 100%. And there were multiple convoys needed coordinated into one upon the return to Washington. Yes, yes. Why doesn't the convoy go into DC in the middle of the night? Some of us did. I didn't. Some of the guys did, not necessarily the big trucks, but a lot of the cars and stuff were sneaking out at night and going downtown. We've had a lot of our convoyers go downtown. Uh, our trucks did not. A couple did here and there, but mostly the Freedom Convoy and the other convoys that came up were doing that. So we ours was to let the people know that we were there and to cause chaos, not necessarily chaos, that's a bad word for it, to cause a disruption in the traffic flow around DC as much as possible. The problem is that beltway is so big that it's going to take 3 times the size that this convoy is right now to really do some disruption down there in the traffic flow. I mean, one of my thoughts was the minute that the day I left and went home to get my new equipment and regroup, uh, I was getting texts from you guys telling me that they're blocking off the exits with trucks and they're sending our trucks down non-truck routes and all this stuff. And my initial thought was I'd park my freaking truck right in front of theirs and I would not move it. If they want to block the traffic, we'll fix it. We'll block it for good. And what are they going to do? Come tow us off? Can't get us off. They ain't got that many tow trucks. But that was my thought. I'm a little more aggressive in that manner than this convoy is, and that may be a good or it may be a bad thing. I don't know. But I am a little more pushy. I'm a little more aggressive in my actions. I believe going straight for the jugular, not messing around with a fist fight. Let's get it over with. Let's get it done. That's my that's my philosophy, and that's the way I push my life. That's the way I do things. I go in head first, and I don't back out. But everybody's got their own way of doing things. This is not my convoy. This is not my deal, and I will not step on their toes on any of this. Say, if I may, 50 encampments will win this day. Dig in, be patient. But let me ask y'all, do you think this convoy has made a difference down here? What's your opinion of what's happened? I know what mine is. I'd like to know what yours is. Tell me what you think has been accomplished or should have been accomplished, or even do you feel they accomplished anything? You're most welcome, Miss Kathy. You are most welcome. I think we're to the point where if you have to take the head off the snake, I think a lot like you. Yeah, we're at that point. I think DC Dreamer. That's the way I think. It's time to take the head off the snake, and even if the convoy don't want to stop in Maricopa County out there in Arizona, maybe we can plan something on the way out there with a group of us that will stop and do something. Skywriting, that's funny that you say that because I was actually thinking, why don't we have a biplane or a single wing plane up there flying a banner above these towns when we're in town doing rallies and stuff like that, saying the People's Convoy is here, come see us. They wouldn't have to say anything else because people would say, "Hey, there's a convoy here. Where's that?" And everybody start looking for it, find it, come out, and we would get more attention and more activity out of this whole deal if more people knew we were there. So, um, DC Dreamer says they made an impact even if the media hasn't shown it. You're right there. We have made an impact. They do know we're out here doing this. Um, Miss Carol says, I think we're being way too nice. I agree. If you had, oh, you're bouncing fast. That really went up. Okay, if you had more well-known people, would you get more publicity? Ted Cruz gave you a lot of publicity for one day or two. Um, well, we had Ron Johnson, we had several others, but the biggest problem is they didn't want to come out. They didn't want to talk to us. Most of them did not want to talk to us. We got, yeah, think about it. We got to talk to 9 people out of over 250. That's not even a drop in the bucket. But I do believe we made some progress. We made some awarenesses, which the big thing. The biggest thing out here is waking people up to what's going on. Uh, Let me see here. Then if you need to find someone's profile next time from the chat, tap the user 3 dots to the right, and go to profile. Yeah, what I was actually Liberty Line. I was actually trying to do that on my last videos. I was going back to go through the chat. I was going to read it, and I was going to find you and make you a moderator, doing it that way. And YouTube is messing me up. If I go to watch one of my own old videos, there's no live chat or no chat replay. I can't find it anywhere. I don't know if they're doing that to me on purpose, if it was something that's just happening right now. I could always find them on everybody else's video, but all of a sudden mine are not there. There's no chat replay. And I have tried uh, redoing things, rechanging my settings, everything like that. And no matter what I do, my chats, my chat, live chat replays are not showing up next to my video for me. I don't know if they are for you or not, but they're not for me. So I couldn't go in there and do that for you. And actually, I was able to do it when I looked over here at the laptop screen. I was able to do it and make you mod that way, or do anything else with that person, see your profile, all that. And I knew that, and I don't know why I wouldn't think about that when you was in the chat here. I could have just done that and never even asked you the other stuff. But could ask the Freedom Flyers; they might help. That's a good idea, Deb. That is a very good idea. And no fly zone in DC. Yes, DC is a no fly zone. Liberty Line. What I was actually talking about is when we're on the move. If we could get, if the convoy would actually pay for the plane's fuel, he could fly from rally point to rally point and land in a nearby airport. And when it was time for the convoy to get in there, he could hit the skies. That's what I was talking about, not necessarily here in DC. Everybody that's here that wanted to know or could know knows we're here. But what I was talking about was on the actual route the convoy's taking. I think that would be a good idea to have a plane up there because even that we had been here for 2.5 weeks, and a gentleman that lives 5 blocks down, which these are long city blocks down here because they're country blocks. I say city block, it's country blocks, so they're very long. But he's about 4 or 5 blocks down, and a block over. Didn't even know we were here, and he lives here. and he didn't even know we were here. That's why I say I think maybe something like that with a plane up there flying, showing that the convoy's there at these rally points would be a good idea. See here. If planes can fly banners for $5 t-shirts at the beach, it should work fine for the convoy. Yes, I agree with that. I do believe the convoy have accomplished talking for the people that can't go there. I agree with you. Uh, white, you white privileged ravish accomplished nothing. Convoy was nothing but you fools. Well, guess what, Dan? Bye. You're gone. See you later. Obviously, there was a troll. You missed him, Liberty Lion. It's your fault. I'm blaming you. Driving around with beltway and causing a disruption and allowing you to harm isn't going to accomplish what you want to accomplish. The government isn't going to give in easy. They love the power they have. Well, Jim, let me chime in on that just a little bit. It wasn't so much causing the disruption down there. It was more the making the awareness of it, and people find out why we're here, and then they want to come out and help and raise this fight. So it does help in that way. No, we honestly do not expect to win this on the federal level. We actually expect to win this at the state level. The states is where we have the power. That's where we, the people, have the powers in our states. So you're correct in one way, but we did make people aware here locally of what was going on and what the fight is about, and they can continue this fight for us even though we're gone. They're still here. They live here. They can continue this fight on, and these people are patriots. They'll do that. They'll do it from sitting on their couch at home, making phone calls, talking to people. It'll spread. So that's how I see this as not being a loss at all. I see it being really good. And yes, we do not want another J6. Everybody needs to be careful. We definitely want to keep this peaceful if possible. I mean, we'll stay peaceful. It's when they don't stay peaceful that we have to defend ourselves. That makes the biggest difference. I mean, we're still going to try to back up. We're still going to try to do it with diplomacy and peace. But when it comes down to it, you're pushing back on a truck driver. Wrong move. Wrong move. Trust me, I am one. I know that's a wrong move. Don't push us because we don't back into a corner nice. Oh, we come out like an animal that's been cornered. It's not good. Some know about the convoy, but don't know why you're convoying. We ordered banners to set in front of our business, end Emergencies Act, and save our Constitution with USA and Canadian flags. Amen, brother. Amen, Wiley. Thank you for that. We appreciate it very much. The whole world wants to see what y'all are going to do. No publicity, then they can't see you. The UK, Israel, Australia, etc. Cindy, that's why I'm here. That's why all the other streamers are here, because that's the only way they're going to get the news. Do you see in our news anything about what's going on in Israel or the Middle East or what's truthfully going on in the Ukraine and Russia and all that in our news? No, but I can guarantee I can send you to the sites where you can get the truth from over there, and you'll find out it's a whole different story than what you knew. But you can still get that news. You just gotta have the ambition to go look for it. You gotta go find it. It's not going to come to you because these people out here aren't going to do it. They're not going to bring it for you. So you really need to do your research and get out there and look, and you'll find the real news. I'm gonna pop a name out there, Amir Tarsafati. He's on Telegram. He's on YouTube. He is the founder of Behold Israel. He is an ex-military out there. He is a Christian. He's a believer in Jesus. And this man will come out there and tell you the truth about everything that's going on in the Middle East and Russia and that whole area, because he's from there. He's still military qualified for Israel. Once you're in the military in Israel, you don't really get out. You're always on standby, stand call. But he was actually a major there and is actually still semi-active with the military. So that's how I get my news on what's going on over across the seas. Well, hopefully they're doing the same thing with us. I've got some subscribers on here that I've seen from Australia, the UK, Germany, and several other places that I have talked to on these streams. So the word is getting over there. It may not be the way we would like it to, but we're pushed. It is getting over there. I don't want to say in a trickle, because there's so many of us that are doing this, but it's a matter of who's giving the news about what. So they just like us, they have to research and see who they want to follow to get the real news over here. I'm trying to catch up with all this. Courage in the sky. Yes, Rude Dog, full coverage in the sky. Full coverage in the sky. Like the old sign, he's at Joe's. Yeah, yeah. Find an unvaxxed pilot and bag of freedom dust. There you go. Sorry, I left the room for my toddler. LOL. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm still blaming you. It's all your fault you let that guy in here. Washington D.C. isn't a state, so why focus there? The reason for coming to D.C., number one, Jim, was to make awareness of the convoy on the trip from California out here, to get patriots involved across the country, and to come to DC. The reason you would want to come to DC on the very first trip is because this is where it's all the corruption really is. I mean, yes, there's a lot state level. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot state level, but you know, coming to DC, everybody knows about DC. Everybody knows something's happening in DC. So why not come to DC? Disrupt it for a while, put the convoy back together, go out and do some more awareness with another convoy back out to California, and then another one, same convoy, growing, making more awareness, coming back here to continue the fight. Because by then we've got states working on fixing themselves, because the awareness we raised by being here for one, by being on the highway for another, all this awareness is growing our cause to help this fight. If we can win this at the state level, we can take these federal people out of here with them, because they work at state level, even though they're here in Congress in DC. I hope that makes sense for you. I'm getting tired. You can tell my voice is getting a little crackly, but the convoy didn't disrupt the traffic in DC. Police and mayor did. You're right, they did. They did. As a matter of fact, I was told on my way out, one of our people working in traffic down there, control up there at the gate, was telling me what they did today. Because most of the trucks didn't go out today in the convoy. It was mostly cars. So the DC police and them weren't out there. Nobody was doing nothing to block anything off or anything like that. Well, these guys called the police over there on their way out of the city, and acted like they were just regular travelers, and said, There's trucks everywhere. The convoy's out here. You need to come stop this right now. You need to get this over with. You got to come out here. There's so many trucks. They're going to overrun the city. And he said it wasn't 10 minutes later. There were helicopters flying all over the place, police cars everywhere. He said they never had a bigger laugh in their dang life. And he had me rolling up there at the top of the hill. I thought that was troll the trolls. We'll get them for what they're doing to us. We'll get back at them. So I thought that was really good. DC is important, so seems to be us against them. Yeah, you're right there. Let's see what we got here. You want to see truth in Ukraine? Check Patrick Lancaster. Okay, that's a good one to think of. I'll remember that. Uh, okay, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with all these because there's so many comments here. I'm trying to get through these. Oh, I'm not doing too bad. I'm not too far from there. Cindy, you were right. Durham is dropping the hammer. I was very, very, very skeptical of John Durham for a very long time, because we just never we weren't getting anything from him. And the thing was, I knew him from before, and he was a fantastic prosecutor before he even come around on this Trump stuff. And and I just couldn't figure out why. I figured, okay, we got another deep stater because he's not doing anything. The man did it right. He kept his mouth shut. The people who worked around him kept their mouth shut. Nobody knew nothing. And now he's out there dropping the bomb on everybody. And I couldn't be prouder of the man. He is doing a fantastic job. And let him keep it coming because he ain't nowhere near done from what I'm being told, from sources that do that kind of research. Have told me he is nowhere near done bringing out these indictments and going after these guys. So there's a lot coming. There's a lot coming, and it's just getting started. So we've been wanting to hear, put him, lock him up, put him in jail, get rid of him. Let's get him out of here. Well, still going to be a little longer, but you're going to start seeing that. And it's not going to just be the little guys at the bottom that we were seeing at first. He's working his way from the bottom to the top, because at the bottom, you start getting those boys, they'll start squealing about the next guy up, and they'll pressure them so bad about putting them away forever that they'll start talking about the next guy up, which they've already got dirt on all these up here all the way to the top. But it just brings more and more and more evidence against all these guys. He's going to bury them. He's going to bury them. And I'm looking forward to it. It will be a day to rejoice like no other. So let's see here. We need to make sure we promote. It has more as a people to get the word out. Yes, I agree with that. Oh, he's been dropping D-class right and left. The Emerson are not talking about. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Okay. Okay. But nothing is done. Carol, it is being done, but it's all behind the scenes, and it has to be. It has to be kept hidden for now, because these little rats will scurry and run, and we won't get where we need to go. It's got to stay under the hat right now. So don't feel like it's not coming. And I'm not a QAnon. I'm sorry. I was when they first came out. I followed them until I just seen that they kept saying things and kept saying things and kept saying things, and absolutely nothing happened. So I'm sorry. I don't believe in QAnon. Uh, they say QAnon conspiracy. Well, I think that's a conspiracy altogether. I just don't. I don't follow them. If you do, no offense to you, go for it. That's your choice, your thoughts. But QAnon is not my thing. Let's see. I wouldn't put it past them, but they literally, this all has to be kept under the hat. Yeah, interview Epstein. Yeah, well, he was suicided. No, you know damn well he didn't suicide himself in there with a freaking paper sheet. Come on, give me a break. And let me see. The bed's 6 feet tall. He was 6 feet 2. That's gonna be real hard to do. Real hard to do. I was as tall as him. I with my back and neck being so bad, I'm about 2 inches shorter than that now. But uh, can't even imagine trying to hang myself from something that I could touch the ground on. Come on. How do you do that? You start choking yourself out, and your body's natural reaction is going to be to get up and get out of it. Whether you want to or not, your body's going to fight you to survive. So, yeah, Epstein doing that to himself, I don't believe that for a minute. One of the biggest wonders I have still got on my mind that I still have never seen anybody talk about and bring any actual proof of is what was in those letters Trump gave to Obama and Hillary and all those deep staters at the Bush funeral. Just what was in those letters. I would love to have been a fly on the wall that day and seen what was in those letters, because the expressions on those people's faces was like pure horror, and nothing has ever come out about what was in those letters. I would I would give my eye teeth, which I don't have anymore, but I'd give them anyway to know what was in those letters. Yeah, and Pence got a letter too. You're right. You're right. Pence did get a letter too. And did you see the look on his face? He was not happy. So whatever was in that letter was quite damning or extremely disturbing in some way or another. You think it's bait to give us hopium, huh? I don't know what to think about it. I honestly don't. It's it's beyond me what was actually in them, but they yeah, you're right, Cindy. They were scared. You can see it in their faces. And I mean, did you see George Bush Jr.? His face was like, if looks could kill, his looks would have killed somebody that day, because he was extremely upset, scared, and pissed all at the same time. You could see it in his face. Oh, D. Dunphy Illuminati coin. Wiley, I I heard that a very long time ago, but that was like you said, it was hearsay. Nobody actually could verify that. Nobody could ever verify that that's what it said. You know, you know. Let's see. Why is a coin passed around? I've seen it several times before. That I don't know. That I do not know. I got you, DC. I got you. Okay. You think it was a pick, Cindy? What do you think it was a pick of? Them blowing up the Twin Towers or something like that? Because we know that was a false flag. That's been proven already. And of course, they'll never admit it, but it's been proven. As a matter of fact, there's a guy here in the camp that was actually there when all that shit happened. That has video of the lady talking on the news about Tower 7 going down, and you could see it in the background behind her. It was still there. How'd you know Tower 7 was coming down? Pence was handed a coin on J6. I guess I missed that through all this. I did not know that. I try to follow all the news as best I can, but I mean, you can't absorb everything that's going on out there. There's so much news going on out there, and you gotta be very careful who you pick and choose your news from. You know, and if you don't, I mean, there's not enough time in the day to follow everybody that's on there. Um, like you guys throwing all these new people up to me that would be good to follow. I'm already following 6 or 7 other people that do really good news that keep me informed. And I have a hard time keeping up with just that bunch and still continuing on with my life and my fight and my mission, my videos and it's hard to keep up. I'd love to find one person that knew everything and could give me the news all in one big swoop every day. But you can't do that. Everybody gets their own little piece of the news. You got to put it all together. There's that explosion like that could happen. Yeah. When the hijacker's ID survived the explosion, like that would happen. Yeah, the only thing that survived out of a plane crash was the hijacker's ID, and they found that in a building that fully collapsed. That the people that were in it, they couldn't. They were so obliviated they couldn't even find a fingernail from them, but they could find that ID. Mm-hmm. Smells a little fishy to me. Well, you know what? We're going to have to do this more often because I am really enjoying sitting here conversing with you guys. Um, you guys are full of information, and I can give you my opinion. And trust me, it's never nothing more than my opinion. Um, I tell what I know. I try to give you 100% truth um, on what I do know. If I don't know about it, I tell you right out. I don't know about it. Uh, I will tell you if I think it's hearsay or how I feel about it. Um, but I have really enjoyed this evening. It's the first time I've ever done a sit down with everybody, and I've really enjoyed this. This has been great. Let me see. I missed a couple right here. So let's find the people who give the best information. Probably a lot of the same. I believe Liberty Line. I know it's a lot of people, the same people I watch because I see you there. So I know a lot of the same people I watch. You're there. Uh, Seen something else up here. It had my name on it, and I can't see it now. It disappeared. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. It was just 2 of you talking together. That's fine. But yeah, this has been rather pleasant. I mean, I really enjoyed being on here with you guys. And I'm getting to know you and what you think and what you know. And you guys know some things I don't. And that's fantastic because I'm learning from you like you guys are learning from me. Um, this is fantastic. Um, you guys like this, we'll do this a little more often. It may be from my car because I won't always have a motel room. I was blessed by one of my subscribers, one of you guys, Mr. Jerry from Decker's Bows, got me this room for tonight. And bless him for that. You know, you guys have supported me all the way out here. I have not taken a dime from this convoy. Um, Everything that I have done has been either off of my own money or from what you guys have donated. So, um, thank you very much. I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. Um, and I will continue to fight for you because I know not everybody can be out here and not everybody can do this. You guys have lives too. Uh, I, you know, I've got a life too, but mine is now retired. I was medically retired by the DOT. I can't do this. I can't drive truck anymore. So, you know, I've got nothing to do but go home and finish building my house. I would love to be there with my wife and my pups, but uh, I'm more. I guess you'd call me a what do you call them? Oh, now I'm losing the word for it. A nomad. I'm more of a nomad. I like to travel, so this part of it doesn't bother me one bit. It's the fight that's out there. That part I enjoy. I enjoy the fight. I like the challenge. And when it comes to fighting these states, I'm not a big congressional guy. I'm not. I've never really looked into the Constitution all that deep, and I'm learning so much now that it's given me the will to fight even harder out here. And I just I feel at home doing this. I feel like this is what I was meant to do. You know, I can't truck anymore, so why not come out here and continue fighting? Um, my house don't matter when it gets done. It get done when it gets done. It's built big enough, far enough, and comfortable enough for me and my wife to live in right now. We'll, you know, we'll go on from there. We'll get it from there. But you guys have a great night. This was fantastic. Thank you. Just real quick, I'd like to ask you, for those of you that have just jumped in with me tonight, didn't see the earlier show, if you could help me out to get my hours on YouTube up, go to my playlist, run it, um, turn your volume off, turn your street off, let it run while you're sleeping, help it get my hours up. Once that's done, I open up some new features on YouTube and it makes it even better for me and better for you. So if you could do that for me, fantastic. I'd greatly appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the conversation. And I am looking forward to doing this again. We will, there is no morning meeting. So I am going to sleep in, get a little bit of rest tomorrow, and then get back over to the convoy, find out what's going on for that, and give you guys an update from there. So I will talk with you all tomorrow. God bless, Godspeed, sleep well, and let's get back together again tomorrow. See y'all later.